Hey everybody, welcome back to No Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some Jujutsu Kaisen. We got a comment here today, so let's see what people got to say. We got Pedro Kemerick from the episode of Origin of Blind Obedience 2. To be honest, as a diehard JJK fan, the season 1 is not that good because it feels lacking in some type of way, or incomplete. And that's because the entire season 1 is most likely a build-up for the real start at the second season. So I understand when that guy said that this episode not feels like the final fight of the season to be on the last two episodes. Maybe that's the reason the show got so popular now that season 2 has aired.
Yeah, I don't know if I said that during
No,
the
I think I remember
no,
this.
I'm saying the last episode. Accomplices? I think accomplices with the last episode of last season. That
Hmm.
it feels like a prequel season, which is weird because the movie is the prequel, but it feels like it's setting you up, and I would
Hmm.
assume for something bigger in season 2. That doesn't feel like it's a finished thing. Like if this came out, during the era of like the big three, where some shows had seasons, but some shows just ran. That
Yeah.
this would try to be in the just running ones, where we wouldn't be talking about where season one ended. We would be
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about where this arc ended in the 50 episode ongoing story that is Jujutsu Kaisen. Hey, you guys remember
Gosh.
the uh, the blind obedience arc where it set
Hmm.
up something about Megumi's brother, or sorry, sister, that then
Yeah, and then
paid
they dropped the
off.
scouter and then talked about the Dragon Balls right next to it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it would just be part of an arc, and I think the fact that it's a seasonal show with seasonal bits, it's just
Hmm.
kind of taking away from where we would probably just be talking about it in an arc status.
It definitely changes the way like you conceptualize the show, right? Because when I think of DBZ, I definitely don't think of it in seasons of DBZ. I barely even think of it in like the terms of the arcs. DBZ is literally just like one thing happened and we're just going to the next thing, and we're always following this logical progression of the next thing is now happening that we just dealt with. It never has like a point where it stops, except maybe when they go to the beach or learn to drive a car, which, best episode of DBZ right there.
Right, like when we talk about One Piece, right?
Yeah.
We don't, but we talk like Wano or uh, Water 7 arc, which an
Hmm.
arcs could be like hundreds of episodes. So it's not so much. I just think that Jujutsu Kaisen would have been fit in better back in the day during the long running shows because,
Yeah.
well, I mean, obviously we don't know. We don't know because we don't know what's in store for us for season two.
Look, if I saw this 20 years ago, I'd be absolutely all over. I'd be like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Well, because, well, I mean, that's disingenuous, Griff.
Look,
This
baby
show.
me is impressionable, all right?
No, I'm saying this show is based on shows that have come out in the past 20 years. So you're
Exactly. And
saying
I thought
if
they were cool too.
this show came out before the shows it took inspiration for, you would love it. Of course you would. It's learned everything from the shows that it's stealing from. You're like, God, I really wish I could remember. I would really love that song Marty sang in Back to the Future. The one that he
I really
sang,
love his.
the one he sang before the song came out.
Exactly, exactly. And I love it when they did that in Ready Player One, which they released before the movie ever came out. That was my favorite.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Now, I was trying to make a similar comparison. I guess it felt
Well,
fine.
no,
Anyway,
your joke was about the book coming out before the movie, but that's just the way things work. I think mine works better because it's a time travel joke, and you're talking about a show that took inspiration from shows that came out before it. So that
mhm.
would only work as a time travel metaphor.
Well, you know what we can also do to time travel? Go over the recap. Where the last thing that we watched here was Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie. This is the prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen, where a high schooler gains control of an extremely powerful cursed spirit and gets enrolled in Tokyo Prefecture Jujutsu High School by Jujutsu sorcerers. Gosh, why is that such a mouthful to say? Anyway, no, last time we followed what was the main character's name? Started with a Y.
I'll tell you this.
Yuki.
Ever since I've said the Tommy's name
Yumi?
earlier this morning, when I was rewatching an episode where we did yesterday, so
Yeah.
technically I said to Tommy yesterday. It's the only name that comes to my mind now.
Yeah. I believe it was Yumi, right?
It was a Y
They go,
name. I'll give you that.
yeah. They went on their whole arc, like discovering, like, oh right, I actually am a part of like this really powerful bloodline. So when someone I love died, I did this instinctively, and then it ruined my whole life. But now I've solved that problem. And now he's just in the background
That
somewhere,
wasn't.
and we're never gonna see him again.
That really wasn't his arc. Remember,
It-
Gojo only tells that to him at the end of the movie. That it
yeah,
turns out that you're related to my bloodline. So it wasn't the
yeah.
whole movie of him going through the fact that he learned out. He learned
I
that.
guess the movie is more about him opening up and like relating with other people and becoming sociable again. Is kind of more the deal, right?
God, I don't know. That movie was so about so many things. It was also more about what Geto was going through, even though
Oh yeah, it's also the prequel,
Geto only comes around like halfway through the movie, right? Or at least he only
and
comes
then
around
dies.
as a thing. Well, you say he dies, but he's not dead.
I know, which is what's confusing me now.
Well, in the movie, he also doesn't have that scar across his head, or lines, or whatever it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that then, and I'm gonna go ahead and propose the lobotomy theory.
Oh, I
Someone
was
has gone
gonna.
ahead and put their brain into Ghetto's corpse, and now he's basically an undead.
Oh, come on. I thought you were gonna pull more than a heavenly delusion. I was gonna say
Is that where
more.
we are on the conspiracy scale? We're just like, oh, heavily losers, so blasé with its temporal shenanigans and conspiracies and aliens.
No, I meant more. That's literally a one for one. Like you're not being creative with it. You're literally saying what happened in Heavenly Delusion. I was gonna say. I mean, I'm not gonna be any more creative, but I was gonna say that maybe he is being controlled, but not like the way you said. That maybe
Yeah.
he's like as a cursed spirit controlling Ghetto's dead body.
Yeah.
Maybe his own cursed spirit. Like maybe he died in such a way that created him into a cursed spirit. But then again,
We
is he
we
missing an
just
arm at the end
made
of the
that a
movie?
thing in the movie. You're right.
Well, I mean, is he missing an arm when he died too? I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
he was. When he died, he was missing an arm, and I don't
I'm pretty sure
know
in the
for sure if we've
show.
seen that arm.
Well, I'm saying I'm pretty sure in the show he has both arms. I think when we first see him, when he like walks into that, it's not a restaurant, whatever it is, the place
Yeah,
he
he was
walks.
going to a cafe.
Yeah, that he had both of his arms. I hate to say that we're that kind of people, but I'm pretty sure we would have said something if a character's missing an arm.
We probably would have made a whole bunch of what was it? Shikamaru jokes or no? The Inuyasha's brother. Shikamaru is a different character.
Shikamaru is the young lazy kid from Naruto. You meet Sashomaru, the best
Yeah,
character
there
in
you go.
Inuyasha.
So yeah, no, we would have totally been making those jokes all over the place if that was
I
so.
wouldn't. I don't make fun of people who are missing an arm.
Flashback like 20 episodes ago, us making those jokes. Anyway,
No, I'm just saying that we're the kind of people to notice it and point it out, which is to say that we're.
sometimes on the ball.
No, I don't. I was gonna say something. I can't remember what it is. Bad people is the overall over under on it. We're bad people because we point out people's physical flaws. But I mean, to be fair, we are also man children, and who else but children point out shit like that? Mommy, why is that guy missing an eye? You know, that sort of shit.
Oh god.
We're more so the kind of people that just say what we see as one of our reaction tropes. So
Welcome to Some Face Reactions. We have eyes.
I'm gonna
So
clip that.
yeah, there you go. So, with our tagline settled, I say let's go ahead and watch. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support the challenge, it's a little bit extra.
Click the link down below. Join the Discord. Tell me what your favorite type of chips are.
その夏は忙しかった。昨年頻発した災害の影響もあったのだろう。
Yeah, shit's been going down, right?
It's Oberstein if he was in Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, he's a high school student though, because he's wearing the Jujutsu Kaisen pin.
Oh yeah.
Which means he's a sorcerer, I guess.
取り込むその繰り返し
Oh, backstory. I get it now.
払う取り込むみんなは知らない呪霊の
You
味
think he's like the guy from Mob Psycho?
吐砂物を処理した臓器
Which
を
one?
丸飲みしているような
The guy who turns into a earth spirit?
取り込む
Maybe a bit.
私が見たものは何も珍しくない周知の集約
You know, he used to take out
知った上で私は術師として
ghosts
人
and
々を
whatnot.
救う選択をしてき
Yeah,
た
yeah, yeah.
Then
I
he
think,
turns into
yeah,
assassin,
exactly.
and then he does what this guy's complaining about.
自分に言い聞かせているあの日から
もともとは地元で焼肉チェーン店を展開する運営会社の社長一家が住んでいたそうです。しかし昨年の7
You
月
lose half that sentence.
例の
It
BS
was a lot less
問題
important.
で焼肉店が壊滅的な打撃を受けたことから多額の借金を苦にして一家心中。以来社長宅は
Ah,
心
it's
霊
like a
スポットとして
conversation we had earlier
噂
today, Griff.
地元の中高生や県外の大学生フリーターなどが肝試しとして訪れ相次いで行方不明に
I'm definitely into this, but at the same time, like, everyone thinks that any house anyone dies in is haunted. That's just universal, isn't it?
心霊スポットの類はとかく噂が広まるのが早いからね。特に最近はインターネットによって信じら
I
れない
was thinking it was the girl that has the scar on her face.
Mhm.
But
now it's a whole new crew.
Yeah, no. I was looking at the red and white of the girl who's on the right-hand side of the car, but she's wearing the same outfit. Waving hi or letting you know that they're there?
被害に遭っている可能性があります。一刻も早く元を絶たなきゃですね。
Ah, they're showing off the animation there.
決して安くないギャランティーを払ってね。またふっかけたんですか。
Enough people went missing that the government had to put up a sign.
交渉したと言ってくれ。
Alright, no, that's haunted as hell.
じゃ、行こうか。
That's just like seeing a Transylvanian manor, like in the center of your hometown, right?
その汚れを
What do you think is there?
帳は必要ないよ。
Are these our
呪霊の
teachers?
気配が感じられない。
In the
when
past,
they,
maybe.
yeah, from the past. The white-haired one is the one that has the braid down half her face. The red and white one is the one that has the scar on her face.
I guess it doesn't help they haven't stated each other's names yet or anything.
Wouldn't help. I wouldn't know who they were by name.
Ah, fair.
But the one that has the white hair, that does the braid down her face, wears that same outfit. The one with the scar on her face wears that outfit.
Remember, haunted means garbage.
さっさと行くよ。私はいらないけど、いるだろ。ありがとうございます。よし。
If we are in the past, this means that we're going to be setting up for a future villain that they couldn't beat when they were kids.
Oh, they're showing off so much, though.
That Gojo never dealt with, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
生きてるんですね。
Why did the power company not turn this off?
とりあえず建物内を一通り見てみよう。私はこのフロア、歌姫は2階を。
I feel like we're about to start playing Resident Evil here or something, you know?
何か問題でも？いえ、大丈夫です。
Wasn't there a third one?
よろしく。
I think they're just in the car.
I said there was one in the car. Yeah, kind of like the first time our main crew went out. What's his name with the glasses stayed in the car.
If the two go in and they don't come out, the third person can tell everyone that they're dead.
But how will they know about the parts they weren't there for?
I don't know, you get a broom, maybe dust the place off a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Is this where she's gonna get her scar though? That's how I would enter a room.
Oh, she's so excited. I love it.
Well, it's a haunted house, right? You just scare the ghosts before they can scare you.
Exactly.
It's kind of a weird thing. It's new animation, right? But some of the
Yeah.
shots are imitating older school animation styles.
But they're also like really dedicated to all these long shots too.
I mean, it feels very reminiscent of that animated movie, Memories.
歌姫が勝手に驚いたんだろ。1階の探索終わったんですか？ん？ここは1階だよ。え？私は1階の廊下を歩いてきたんだ。だって私突き当たりの部屋に入ったはず。
Oh, now it's getting spooky.
Well, now it's reminiscent of Chainsaw Man. You
Yeah.
know, the Infinity Hotel or whatever it was called.
トレーナー。私はもう3回見ている。そしてこの印、私がここに来る途中でつけたものだ。あ、どうやら私たちはもう腹の中みたいだね。マジっすか。
Shouldn't have closed the door on the rats then.
どこまで続くのよ。
I think once you find the rats, you'll know the way out.
ざっと30
Or
分。
mice, whatever they were.
4キロくらい移動したかな。聖徳領域ではないですよね。違うね。あれは心象風景が具現化する。となると結界術。正解。被害者たちもおそらく閉じ込められたまま呪霊に取り殺されたんだろう。でも術式から考えると呪霊そのものは非力なはず。
Oh, I love it. Just keep the camera still. Let them keep walking past it.
Surprisingly, though, this does give a lot of Chainsaw Man vibe to it.
そこで課題だ。
The build up is perfect though.
どう突破する？この廊下はループしています。はじめはこんな感じでよく触れるね。ドーナツのような構造を想像しました。でもメイさんのつけた印を4回通りましたよね。その間隔を歩数で計測したところ、122歩、203歩、157歩、270歩。
It's uneven.
印と印の間隔はランダムでした。
Well, not random, because two of your numbers were the same.
ループする範囲が定まっていないとすると、おそらくこういう感じで継ぎはぎ状に結界を構成している。なので廊下を2人で全速力で走り抜ければどこかで崩れる。
Treating the curse like a bad computer program.
あとの10点は走るなら
Honestly, you could probably make a whole Matrix style series just like that, right? We're just gonna try breaking reality. We're gonna glitch it out.
2人別の方向に素早く進んだ方が呪霊の結界の構成にほころびが生じやすい。隙ができれば外に出られるかも。100点。そうと決まれば。もし成功したら昇級お願いします。貯金いくらある？はい。
You gotta pay me.
まあいいや。考えておくよ。はい。
Okay, no, they are the same. You are absolutely right.
Well, I also thought they were contemporaries, but they're acting like superior and subordinate. Yeah, I guess you didn't consider what would happen when you break the program.
Right, right.
But to be fair, that's what happened to the Poltergeist house too.
Oh, it's young Gojo.
I'll be honest, my first consideration is, doesn't this look a lot like what you would think what a curse that Gojo would be capable of?
Oh gosh, you're right, actually.
But the movie kind of spoiled that theory because of the fact that we know he has a bloodline, so he's not some curse pretending to be a person.
Right, Gojo is too wholesome. Wait, are we just... The whole season's just going to be in the past then, okay? Is that what I'm getting here? We got our prequel, so we can do a prequel to the prequel.
That would be weird. That, yeah, that the entire show goes backwards. Season 1 takes place in the future, Season 2, the movie takes place just before Season 1, and then Season 2 takes place before the movie.
We're gonna Benjamin Button the entire thing.
Conversely, maybe they found the Fountain of Youth between seasons and just didn't tell anybody.
They just say it as one incidental line and just roll with it. No, that'd be too silly, even for Jujutsu Kaisen, the silliest show we're watching.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, we've seen Ghetto a bunch of times here.
Yeah.
泣いてねえよケゴ泣いたら慰めてくれるかなぜひお願いしたいね
メイさんは泣かないでしょ強いもん
そうゴジョ私はね助けなっていな
Oh.
飲み込むなよ。後で取り込む。サトル、弱い者いじめは良くないよ。
強いやついじめるバカがどこにいんだよ
君の方がナチュラルに煽っているよゲト君
Even from an early age, Gojo was a troll.
無事ですか翔子心配したんですよ2日も連絡なかったから
翔子あんたもあの二人みたいになっちゃダメよ
なりませんよあんなクズども
I'll admit I don't remember her. But I don't remember all the teachers either. So...
2日
I'm recognizing them basically on, like, silhouette at the moment.
No, I'm talking about the smoking one. I don't remember her. But I don't remember all the teachers either.
そのようだね
Because my first thought is, huh, what I don't remember? She must die.
Ghetto taking his damn time.
その分のギャランティーを上乗せしてもらわないといけないなと思ってね
まだふっかける気なんだ
それはそうと君たち帳は続いて昨日静岡県浜松市で起きた爆発事件
Everyone saw what you did.
帳は自分で下ろすからと補助監督を置き去りにしたやつがいるなそして帳を忘れた名乗り出ろ
先生犯人探しはやめませんか
サトルだな
そもそもさ帳ってそこまで必要
Guess it's also interesting he's not the principal yet. But he's still superior.
Oh, yeah.
Does make me wonder who the principal is now, though.
何より人々の心の平穏だ。そのためにも目に見えない脅威は極力秘匿しなければならないのさ。それだけじゃない。
わかったわかった。
They didn't have to do any of this, but they're animating an entire basketball game.
弱者生存。それがあるべき社会の姿さ。弱きを助け、強きをくじく。いいかい、悟。呪術は非術師を守るためにある。
As we covered in the movie.
それ正論？俺正論嫌いなんだよね。
何？
Can't even dunk on Gojo.
理由とか責任を乗っけんのはさ、それこそ弱者がやることだ。
Visual metaphor.
ポジショントークで気持ちよくなってんじゃねえよ。
I mean, it better be a metaphor,
外で話そうか。
because being good at basketball doesn't make you good at anything other than basketball.
一人で行けよ。
No, basketball skill is cross-cultural. You know, you can apply it to anything.
僕はどうした？
さあ、
Being cross-cultural doesn't mean you can apply it to anything. It just means multiple cultures are good at basketball.
I do love the fact that like they instantly just like drop all pretense and like play pretend.
正直荷が重いと思うが、天元様のご指名だ。依頼は2つ。聖将隊、天元様との適合者、その少女の護衛と抹消だ。
What does that
近
mean?
所の護衛と抹消？
What does eraser mean?
そうだ。
Good
ついにボケたか。
question.
春だしね。次期学長ってんで浮かれてるのさ。冗談はさておき。
冗談で済ますかは俺が決
天
めるからな。
元様の術式の初期化ですか。
ん？何それ？なんだよ。
天元様は不死の術式を持っているが、不老ではない。ただ老いる分には問題ないが、一
Oh,
定
the other
以上の
principle?
老化を終えると、術式
Oh,
の
yeah.
肉体を作り変えようとする。
うん。
進化。人でなくなり、より高次の存在となる。
じゃあいいじゃん。かっこいい。
天元様曰く、その段階の存在には意志というものがないらしい。天元様が天元様でなくなってしまう。高専各校、呪術界の拠点となる結界、多くの補助監督の結界術、それらすべてが天元様によって強度を損ねました。
Okay, good argument. He's putting in a lot of work. Don't let this happen.
セキュリティや任務の消化すらままならない。最悪の場合、天元様が人類の敵となる可能性もある。だから500年に一度、聖将隊、天元様と適合する人間と同化し、肉体の情報を書き換える。肉体が一新されれば、
So we're literally erasing
振
them.
り出しに戻る。
We're killing
進
somebody.
化は起こらない。
Depth of personality for this guy.
メタルグレイモンになる分にはいいけど、スカルグレイモンになると。
I don't
Gosh
know
darn
Digimon.
nerd
子供からやり直すって話ね。
Thank God he used a Digimon I know the name
そ
of.
の聖将隊の少女の所在が漏れてしまった。今、少女の命を狙っている輩は大きく分けて2つ。天元様の暴走に
It's
より
when
現呪術界の転覆を目論む呪詛師集団
old ass laptop.
天元様を信仰崇拝する
But we don't know what year we're in right now.
万世教時の器の
97,
会
obviously.
天元様と聖将隊の同化は2日後の満月。それまで少女を護衛し、天元様の元まで送り届けるのだ。
I don't understand the threat to humanity part either.
He's gonna turn to something weird and new, and we don't know what'll happen, and he'll have no will and won't be himself.
Right, but having no will doesn't mean you're a threat.
He could be, I guess. I guess it's a Batman argument a little bit there, right? It's like, oh, if it's 1% chance he could turn against
Right.
us.
不純物が混ざるの
Well, I mean, a starfish has no will. A starfish is not a threat to anybody.
But to be fair, like, the stuff in their universe is usually out to kill them. It's actually not that unreasonable of an assumption.
The stuff that they have to fight, though, also has a will.
I guess it depends on what they mean by it,
い
then.
や、サトル、前から言おうと思っていたんだが、一人称俺はやめた方がいい。
Oh, that'll never change.
特に目上の人の前ではね、天元様に会うかもしれないわけだし、私、最低でも僕にしな。年下にも怖がられにくい。
家ねくって。
あのな、サトル。まあいい。また今度話そう。は
Oh,
Is this just a recording of somebody saying coming?
I think so.
私はな。
これでガキンチョ死んでたら俺らのせい。あ。
Yeah, attack squids.
悪く思うなよ。
I think at some point you'd have to have a problem remembering all of your stuff's abilities.
Yeah, at some point you gotta be the real Pokemon master, you know.
この子が星漿体。
その制服光線の術師だな。ガキを渡せ。殺すぞ。
聞こえないな。もっと近くで喋ってくれ。いやー、セーフセーフ。素晴らしい。君、五条悟だろ。有名人だ。
This feels like the new arc of Bleach, where we got people dressed up in semi-military uniforms with single names that denote the letter of the thing their power comes from.
I guess that's just style similarities over time, right?
I think it came out both this year.
Yeah, hell of a thing to take inspiration from then.
万世教には呪術師と戦う力がねえ。でも金払いはいいぞ。それは保証する。どうだ全員。星漿体暗殺。一枚噛まないか。
もう全員じゃねえ。向こうに入ったんでな。今伏黒だ。いいぜ。その話受けてやる。
Well, he's giving me Toto vibes.
Yeah, I got antagonist vibes there.
Well, no, I mean Toto has kind of the same look, but his hair is drawn up, and Toto has a scar right here, and that guy has like a scar right here.
Everything is gonna be the problems of the past now. All right, Megumi is related to Geto.
I don't think so.
All right, just think about it though. Megumi's power is to be a Pokemon trainer. Geto's power is to capture Pokemon. I think they're related.
You think power is genetic?
I think that's what the show is literally saying half the time. Like, that's why they're like all these families with like similar techniques and abilities, right?
Well, no, because Yuki's power is nothing like Gojo's power. And we know that they're tangentially related.
Yeah, it's tough to say because the show hasn't like super committed to it.
Also, Megumi can merge his creatures together. Geto can't.
Yeah, you're right.
Megumi, when one of the Megumis dies, the other remaining creatures get that one's power, and they become a stronger creature.
Yeah, I'm like interpreting things through like the vibes they've given us because they haven't like hard set it. Like a lot of these like other rules.
Never take what I'm saying as no, you're wrong. I'm counterpointing you to say, but this.
次回開玉にお楽しみに。ジョーコもなんか出してよ。チャグチャグマッコ。
Okay, well, we're done with the Jujutsu walk things then, and we're just back to
Yeah,
naming.
Now
we're back to naming episodes. Last episode's name 2, 3, 4.
We got to keep track of the arcs, right? All right. So, as an introduction to Jujutsu Kaisen babies, I had fun here. I'm gonna get more Gojo, which is what I'm always after, and he's an asshole.
Well, at the very least, it wasn't a surprise. Identified what was going on the car ride there.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the moment I saw the sleeve of her shirt, I knew who it was.
It's also like throwing us right into action too. It's just like, all right, we've done a little bit of setup. They're all friends. This is their relationship, and now they're going to go ahead and try to stop an assassination plot. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess it just seems weird if we don't go back to the characters we started with. It's like if you were in the writing room for Bleach, right? Not that there was a writing room since it's one author, but
sure.
And discovering like 50 pages in, I don't like Ichigo. You know? What can I do here? I really like all of these captains that I created in the Seratai. I don't like Ichigo as much anymore. Maybe...
Quick, let's solve the problem. Let's figure out who Ichigo's father was and do a series about him.
We already know who that is.
Damn it.
Yeah, if you didn't watch Bleach, we already know who that is. We know his mother, we know his father, we know everything.
All I knew was that his father was absent in like the first season or whatever, right?
Nope, he was there. If you don't remember, in the first season, his dad's the guy who keeps jump kicking him every time he comes out of his room. He's the
Was it? No,
doctor. They live in a clinic. The doctor that runs the clinic is his dad. He lives in the same building as his two sisters.
My memory from 15 years ago is apparently not so clear.
Yeah, no. His mother is the one that's missing. But literally also in the first season, they visit her grave. So you know that she's dead.
There you go. At least that's clear.
My point being is that this is like Bleach that he discovered he didn't like Ichigo, had already written the 12 captains, and decided, or 13, I can't remember, 12 or 13, and decided, let's roll back the clock and see how those captains started.
Do you think, like, when this was being written, this was a response to, like, hey, everybody really likes this character, let's focus on them, and they wind back the clock just to get more time with them?
Well, no, because that's what the movie would have been, right?
Right, it would have been that.
I have no idea what this is. The storytelling techniques of Jujutsu Kaisen are beyond me. We didn't have an overarching story for season 1. We had a couple of arcs, and then there was like a big bad group, but the big bad group didn't like do a massive plot, and well, maybe they did when they attacked the school, but it felt like they had a plan, and then they didn't really have a plan at the end.
They had the first step of a whole plan that they illustrated, and they haven't gone on to the other steps yet. The plan is still out there.
And then we finished that season without accomplishing anything, really. Mm-hmm. And then we started a new season without the characters that we developed. Like, we did a whole tournament arc in season 1 to develop those characters and help us learn their backstories and their interactions with one another. And now here we are.
And now we're putting it all on the shelf, and we're going to go play with these toys now.
Well, I mean, you call it Jujutsu Kaisen babies or whatever, like Muppet babies. But technically, it's our main characters from season 1 that are the Muppet babies, because they were like middle school now or elementary school right now while this is happening.
Yeah, this is like a decade before, right? At least.
I don't know. I don't know how old the teachers were. I don't know how long ago it was that they would have graduated.
They got a Windows XP laptop. It is pretty old.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's like 20 years
It
then.
could be
my
really,
God, I'm old.
It could be really recent and they have no school budget. It could be a long time ago and they're really up to date, You don't know. There's a lot of wiggle room with technology on screen.
Still, we got, apparently, a whole season arc of let's see what happened in the past that got us to where we are today. And we're going to go ahead and just catch up on everything. So, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and end for today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?